rocking East Tennessee High School Sports Podcast, bringing you all the exclusive interviews with some of the hottest players coming out of high school and the coaches from around the country here. Make sure you like and share this podcast and stay tuned in each week. But enough of this, let's get it.
Welcome to In the Lab.
Coach Wright.
Coach O.
We're here in the North City with interim head coach, I guess you want to call it. Coach Zeller. What's going on, Coach? Appreciate you.
And thanks for being on the show, Coach.
Hey, Coach, coming in the season, right now y'all standing at 5-4, 2-1 in the district, with the number 2 seed pretty much on lock if y'all win this Friday. How you feel so far coming in?
Pretty good. We've had some ups, we've had some downs. We've played some really tough games, and sometimes it takes a little emotion out of us, and we come out a little bit flat the next week. So, it's been a struggle, but these kids fight hard.
I seen you in the summer when y'all scrimmaged Powell. We talked a little bit after the game. From that point when you took over to the point you is now, was it what you expected, or you got more than what you expected out of this group?
It's just a lot different. It's been a long time. My last year as a head football coach was 2013, and then I started coaching girls and softball. And then I came back and I was just a position coach. And so I just had my group, and I was fine with that. And all of a sudden, man, it just changed a lot. Being head coach, there's a lot more to it. I have no idea what they're doing on social media. So.
Talk a little bit about social media, Coach. How big do you think that it's the impact of getting kids highlighted? And because when I played, Coach, social media wasn't out there. And, we had a mail in our tape. So I know you said you don't really. Yeah, we had to kind of mail our stuff in. I know you said you don't know a lot about it, but how do you think it's helping with the recruiting process for guys nowadays?
Well, I think it's big. I mean, obviously, it helps for the college coaches. I'm sure they're tired of watching all this shapes and all that stuff. But I think it's big getting the name out there for those kids, getting noticed. That's big. Now you don't have to go to the post office and mail all those tapes. There's only so much you can do, but now it's out there. I have an assistant coach who's a young guy, so he takes care of all that. So I still got a flip phone. So
yes, sir.
I'm just kidding.
Whatever I was to ask you, because I see a lot of stuff y'all doing on social media, and y'all stay engaged with the kids and stay putting the content and stay putting stuff out. So I mean, I was about to ask you, was it you who run it for you? You had a coach to run it.
I guarantee it wasn't me. It is not me. It is not me. We have Coach Payne. He does a great job with that. He's a young coach, up and coming coach. He'll be a head coach. Keep your eye on him. He'll be a head coach one day. But he's into all that stuff, and he's really good with that social media and trying to get those kids recruited.
Coach kind of took over at a really didn't have time to put nothing in. I was asking some of the boys earlier because last time I seen you coach as head coach, you was a spread guy.
We were all over.
Yeah, we was all over the place, man. We had a great quarterback in Jordan Howe. So is it that you did not have enough time to put something in, or y'all just pretty much just ran with what you're doing? Because it was a week or two before the season started.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks before the season, and the last thing I wanted to do, these guys were used to the old system. And we had our defense coordinator, so that was easy to keep our defense. And the offense, I struggled with that. We need to do some different things, but I thought let's keep it because we've been doing this for a year. All spring, all summer, it's what they know. Let's just stick with it and tweak it as we went along. So we've done some different things. We went in a little spread just to keep teams off balance a little bit, but we're still mainly a single wing team. But I just want to keep things as stable and as normal as much as possible for these kids.
Coach, I always ask every head coach, talk to us a little bit about pride and tradition here at the North City, Coach.
Well, the big thing here is trying to get those kids to invest. As far as tradition, we're trying to set a standard and trying to raise the level. There hasn't been a whole lot of success in the past several years. Our best season was probably when you and I were here. 2012, so this is our first home playoff game since 2012.
Dang, that's awesome.
So, you know, Coach Duggar started that, setting the standard, setting that bar high, and getting these kids to buy in. And you know, we try to keep that the same this year, is getting those kids to buy in and say, hey, look, you guys can be the ones that set this tradition. You guys can be the ones that, hey, we're going to have a home playoff game every year. It's not going to be every decade. It's going to be every year. So the biggest thing, especially today, that I found out is just getting kids to buy in. You know, they always ask why. You know, back when we played, it was just did what Coach said.
Right?
Now they want to know why. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? And you got to explain to them and say, you know, this is what we want to achieve. This is where we want to go with this program.
Excellent answer, Coach. Excellent answer.
So being here and seeing it, like this place can be special when you're rolling and the fans get behind you. It's a great place to be at, and they get great atmosphere here.
It really is. Yeah, you know, everybody loves winter, and this community is dying for one. And we see that. We have some success in some other sports. Baseball's doing very well, and basketball, you know, some years here and there. But when we had a good run a while back, you know, fans came out, and the student section came out, and we're starting to see that again. These people coming out, showing support, want to be a part of the program, and that's what it takes. And hopefully we can keep that going.
You know, this week I got cars. Tell us about, you know, it's a short week, you know, play Thursday. Seems like a lot of teams playing on Thursday. Tell us about your week of preparation, how you feel going into it this weekend.
Well, you know, as a coach, it's just always hard when you got that short week. Stress level goes up and all that stuff. So usually on Monday we had a JV game, and so you kind of go light anyway with the varsity. But we didn't have a JV game, so we treated Monday like a Tuesday practice. So you know, we came out and worked hard Monday and Tuesday, and tomorrow, you know, we'll do a little bit extra instead of just cleaning it up on a normal Thursday. We'll go out and do a little extra work for that. But yeah, it's always tough. You got a short turnaround, but you know, hopefully our kids, they know what's at stake. So you know, it doesn't matter what the other team are playing and what the record is. We want to take that next step and get ready for the playoffs and give our best.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Coach Corey. Going back to one of his statements about this place is a special place once you get it rolling. And the reason I say that is I played at Fulton when I feel like it was at its top, and Lenoir City snuck a win on us. So that kind of shows the credibility and the fans and the community. Once everybody get behind the program and what you got going on up here, I feel like it's going to get rolling, because like I said, that Fulton team when I played, I felt like we was one of the best ever, and for Lenoir City to come in and sneak a win on us, that was real big. So I think this is a very special place, and once it get hot, it can get hot, Coach. I just wanted to say that, and shout out to Hightower, man. He the one beat me. He the one beat me. So shout out to Hightower. Yes, sir, he was.
Coach, I see I got a trade. Will Hype. Let's talk about him a minute. You know, he's over 1,000 yards rushing. He got 300, 400 yards passing. I seen that they're promoting to be. Did he get nominated, or he one of the nominees, finalists to be for Mr. Football?
They're still in the nominating process, so we don't know how far that is.
So y'all just put it out there. That's what's up. That's what's up.
He's definitely worthy of that. Both sides of it. He doesn't come off the field. He's just 100 miles an hour. He's one of those kids that comes along every so often. You know, hey, this kid is special. And I've been coaching 3 years. I wasn't here as freshman year. I was coaching softball, but I've seen him for 3 years. And I just knew right off the bat, my first time seeing him actually playing a 7-on-7, I said, this kid's got something a little bit different.
Right.
So, yeah, we're excited, and hopefully that he'll get some recognition. He already has, but some more colleges see him, because he definitely played at the next level.
We're trying to build the program and get it back to, you know, the top tiers it can get. How big is it in trying to get down there with the youth and interact with the youth?
that's always a big thing when you're building a program, right? You have to interact with those coaches, and hopefully you can get them on the same page. In my first stint here, when I first came here, we contacted the president. They were eager to meet with us, and I met with all the coaches and talked, hey, here's our system, here's what we like to do. Obviously, you got to tweak it for the younger kids and build on it. But that's big. You have to have that because that's your future program.
Yes, sir.
And again, once you have some success at the higher level, those kids want to be a part of that.
Yep.
So we invite them out, come to games and all that stuff, and hopefully, we just keep building them up as they come through the program.
Yes, sir. Is it any young guys that have done merge this year or broke out this year for you guys that you can kind of talk about? I know you kind of talked to Coach about Trey, so everybody's kind of familiar with him. Is it any young guys that you look forward to being that guy in the future?
Well, we're really young. If you look at our roster, we only have 8 seniors.
Yeah.
So we're starting sophomores and juniors on
All
both
over
sides
the
of the
ball.
ball. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So I'd hate to single any one of them out.
Yes, sir.
They're all going to have some big years next year. Should be really solid.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of guys coming back again. So
That's awesome.
hopefully we get some of that freshman class. We need a bigger freshman class. Hopefully with the success that we've had this year, that'll bring those kids back out of the hallways.
Sure.
Your middle school, y'all still do the combined team, or now y'all got 2 teams now? I know when I was here, I think that was.
They're combined.
Okay.
Yeah. Coach Wampler is back. He's been coaching that for the last
Man,
couple of
he's
years.
been there forever. Yeah.
He gave it up a little bit, and he's come back the last couple of years. So he got back into it, and he's got a great staff over there, and they do a really good job there.
He always ran a good program. I think the year before maybe 2 years before I came here, we ended up playing them in the middle school championship.
That's right.
When Jordan was in 8th grade.
Yeah, that's right.
We ended up beating them. I think Camion broke the last second
Camion broke
touchdown.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a good game. You still talk to any of them guys?
Yeah, Jordan just got our LC Hall of Fame a couple weeks back,
Okay.
so he came back. He's coaching down in Chattanooga, and he came back and saw him and talked to him, and saw we had about 4 or 5 guys came back off that team, 2013, and they actually fed our team dinner. Those guys are all working now, and they came back and gave us dinner and everything. So that was pretty cool. It was really cool.
Let's talk about that 2013 team. That was a special group of kids.
That was 12. That
Yeah,
was
2012,
Cameo.
yeah.
It was Cameo.
And I really feel like if we could have kept the band together for that 2013 year, I feel like we would have won state. I'm just being real because I feel like we would have a state championship.
Oh yes,
Sure.
I think you're absolutely right. We had all those guys, and we had some situations happen. Obviously we put Canyon on, and then we had little Sammy, if you remember him.
Yeah.
He went up and had to move him with someone else, and we had some good guys. Obviously, we were ranked preseason
Number
top 5 or
1.
something like that.
Because we had a shot. We got hot in the playoffs. We
Yes.
barely got in, but then we got hot.
We got hot.
And
Yeah.
Jalen Woods kind of came. I mean, we all knew he was special, but he finally kind of clicked
Right.
around the playoff time. But he just took a whole other dimension to what we had.
That
But
was a special team. It took some time to gel, you're right, but man, look who we were playing.
Yeah.
We were in there with Farragut,
Yeah.
Bearden,
Marable,
Marable.
yeah.
I mean, that region was crazy. Knox West, remember, because we were the only two, Knox West and us were the only 5A teams that played against 6A teams.
6A teams.
Because they put us all together that one year with the plans.
So we barely got into it. We got into
Barely
it.
got
5-5,
in.
didn't
We
we?
were 5-5.
And man, we got hot, man. And it's
8 points away from Powell, man.
Mobley put us out. Yeah,
Mobley
Mobley put us
Sean
out.
Mobley.
Yeah, put us out. So that was a good group of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids went to play college ball, football, basketball.
Right.
In fact, few of them even went to play baseball.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you're right. If we could have held that, because those guys were juniors, we could have held that.
Yeah.
Because we went 9-3 the following year, and all those guys were,
Yeah.
stuff happened.
And Terrence left too, didn't he? He went to
Yeah, Terrence
Yeah.
left too.
Yeah, yeah.
And we still play for Maryville for the region championship, even though they were 6A.
what?
But yeah, that team would have been. I don't think you could have stopped us.
Nah.
I really don't.
Yeah. That's
So-
memories now. But
Yeah,
things
I know,
happen.
we reliving
Yeah,
that,
things
huh?
have to
So-
live, and just one of the moments that I always gonna be like, man.
Yep.
You remember the first day Saban came here and talked to you about Cam? When you,
Yes.
I was telling Coach about it. Said he watched what the first play in the highlight, cut it out. He said, that's enough.
I thought that the coach from Indiana called me up about him, or newspaper in Indiana, when he went up to Indiana and goes, "What do you think about Kenny?" I said, "Well, first time I saw him, I said, you watch 3 years, he's going to be in the NFL. He does what he's supposed to do. He lives hard. He's going to be in the NFL." I said, one time seeing him. I said, okay.
He definitely has one of them now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Coach, what do you feel back to Lenore City? Get out of old school, get back to where we at. What do you feel that it's going to take for you to get them guys, them kind of kids back? Because I know Lenore City got them. Sometimes they go to Loud, and some of them they might go to Catlett or wherever. You know what I mean? So what is the thing it's going to take to keep them guys home and build it back like it was back in the day?
NIL, man.
Yes, sir.
What he talk, Coach?
Yes, sir.
What he
We
talk?
gotta get the businesses going here.
Yes, sir.
Again, a lot of times Winning takes care of that, right?
Right.
You guys know that. It recruits itself.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that's the biggest thing is try to build with what you have in those kids. They'll come. You know, they'll come out of the hallways. We got kids in the hallways right now that should be playing. They play other sports, and we just got to convince them that this could be your main sport, but you can play football as well. I mean, you see how many kids going to college. Those guys are 2-3 sport athletes,
Right.
and a lot of kids just play one sport. Those aren't your best athletes.
No.
So those guys got to understand. Hey, don't close those doors. Come out and help us, and that's going to help your other sport as well. So that's the biggest thing. But winning those, you want to take
Yeah,
care of that.
always. Going forward, Coach, cause when you're a kid and you in high school, sometimes you overthink stuff as well. So with that being said, I feel like when you're looking at your schedule and you're a high school athlete, it's gonna be games on there. You feel like, oh, we got this win, So it goes like that, Coach.
Sure.
What's your preparation this week and trying to keep the guys focused on not overlooking corners, Coach?
Well, the big thing we try to teach our kids, and Trey kind of touched on it a little bit, or Eli did actually, that hey, we're worried about ourselves. Obviously you got to prepare offense, defensively for your opponent, but we're playing ourselves. A lot of times it's the battle. You guys know this from coaching. A lot of times the battle is in our own kids' heads, right? And so we try to get through to them that hey, we're just trying to get better. We're trying to take baby steps towards that playoffs. We want to keep improving and moving forward. It always doesn't work out. There were times where we've come out real flat. Teams that we probably should have beat, and we came out flat and didn't have our best performance. So that's tough. If someone knows the answer to that, hey, write a book, make $1 million, and step out.
I got one more question, Coach. I know you interned this year, but do you see yourself staying at the head coach, or you think you want to go back to like one and done?
You know me better than that.
He put you on the spot,
He
didn't he,
put me on the
Coach?
spot. And the kids did right off the bat.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I was announced, they said, "Are you gonna be here next year?" And this is exactly what I said.
That's the testament of a good coach, though, for sure. They want you here, then you're a good coach.
I told them, I said, "Look, the Lord has me here right now. We're not promising another day. If I feel like He wants me to be here next year, I'll be here. But I can't make that commitment." So I told them, just like I told our administration, I'll give you 1 year and we'll go from there.
Well, I know they want you here, Coach.
Some of them do, some probably get out of here.
Probably one of the best coaches they had in a long time. I enjoyed working with you, so I thought we had a good thing going being here, and
Absolutely.
I think you made a good job, Coach. But I know you got kids older now, so.
I've neglected my wife for a long time. I know that.
Sports tend to do that too.
It does.
Anything else, Coach?
He touched on everything. Sound like a great man right here in Lenore
man.
City, guys. community get behind them, back the Panthers, and good luck in the playoffs,
I
Coach.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we see you second, third round,
I
however,
hope so.
however
I
that
hope
go.
Panthers versus Panthers, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
It
I would
sounds
love
good
it.
to me,
I love it.
Coach.
One step at a time.
Hey,
One
so
step at a
gotta get past first. So we both do. But yeah, good luck, Coach. Tell your wife to say hello and all that. Appreciate you coming again, man.
All right.
Sure.
In the lab, Coach
Good to
Wright.
see you.
Coach O.
Y'all know what time it is. You just tuned in the lab with Coach Rock and O. East Tennessee High School Sports Podcast. Bringing you all the exclusive interviews with some of the hottest players coming out of high school and the coaches from around the country here. Make sure you like and share this podcast. And stay tuned in each week. But enough of this. Let's get it.
All right, welcome to In the Lounge,
Coach Wright.
Coach O.
We're here today in North City with
Eli Harris.
Trey Will Hyde.
what's going on, fellas.
Welcome to the show, fellas.
Appreciate you coming on today.
To the show.
Y'all coming in this year, 5-4 right now, 2-1 in the district. Got a good shot to lock up second seed, get a home playoffs. How y'all feel at this point about the season so far?
I feel like it's been very surprising with what happened in the early stages of the season, and then coming out and surprising a lot of people. That's been the good part of it.
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I feel like we've really come together as a team that's helped us have some success this year.
But you lost a coach, probably right when the season about to kick out with it.
Yeah.
I know I was here when y'all scrimmage pal in the summer, and Coach Zeller was saying he just took over. What has been the difference? Coach Zeller been on the staff, so it really wasn't much of a difference. They run the same offense, right?
Yeah.
Coach, that's something for him.
Yes, what you guys been doing to prepare and get ready for the playoffs? Because like Coach said, you guys are already locked in the playoffs. But what are you guys doing to get prepared and just trying to get ready for the playoffs and make a run, especially you as a senior?
Right. I go in playing every game like it's my last.
Yes,
Like
sir.
every single touch, I'm like, this could be my last play. I'm gonna put my full into it. And every practice, that's what we're preparing to do. Like
Yes, sir.
it's our last snap, and then the home field advantage, being able to play at home. That's our
it's
student
big.
section's great right there.
Yes, sir. That's big. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been trying to up the intensity a lot, in game and in practice. And then, like you said, the student section is huge, and we've just been trying to get everybody to come out and support that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Student section definitely plays a big factor in the home field advantage. I feel like, so.
Y'all coming up. Y'all had a 4-game winning streak coming in.
Right.
Y'all lost the last 2, unfortunately. But when y'all got going in the winning streak, what do you think was some of the reasons y'all got going and pull up that winning streak y'all had going on?
We were just like, we were playing like game before. You're like, you play with the same intensity, match the intensity from that last game. You're gonna bounce, and you're gonna win those games. And that's how we played. And then, when it got tough, we're like, we're gonna be mentally tougher, physically. And you come out the second half, and that's the most important, the first drive, right there. And that's what it really, first drive of the second half showed a lot, how the game was gonna end.
Yeah, once we got that first win, it really got everything rolling, and then, we start coming together as a team. And when we're down in that first half, we're down. We come back in the second half, and we rally together and really come back strong.
Trey, I seen that y'all advertising you to be Mr. Football.
Right.
You sitting at a little bit at 1,100 yards. You threw for about 3, but you also got about 60 to 70 tackles. Tell us about being nominated. What it would mean to you to get nominated?
That means a lot. Knowing that the coaches around the area are noticing I'm a player, and like just seeing that and realizing I got support from other coaches, even if we are opponents, like that means a lot to me, and it's helping me grow as a player and a man.
Y'all got Corns up next, and Corns has been kind of having an up and down year. How do you take that game and as a building block to get ready and kind of spark you guys for the playoffs? What have y'all been basically doing to prepare for Corns? Because you don't want to kind of come in taking that game lightly, even though they kind of sitting at 2 and 8. So you don't want to take that game lightly going into the
Y'all got to
playoffs.
win it to get second, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, what have y'all been doing to kind of prepare for Corns?
With this being a Thursday game, we've been having to prepare more intense, and I feel like this is the most that we've prepared all season. Like no matter the game, and this is the one because honestly, it's going to be a chippy game. They got nothing to lose, and we have a lot to lose.
Yep.
So I feel like they're going to come in. They're going to be like, we're going to get after you right here, and we're going to try and bounce y'all out at home. And that's what I feel like they're
And
going
it's
to
a
do.
short week as well. You lose
Yeah.
a day with it, with you guys playing on Thursday. What do you think?
Well, you know, we really got to bring up the intensity because, like you said, there's, you know, they got nothing to lose and
Yep.
they're going to come out ready to play, so we have to match that intensity.
Sir. Sir.
You know, feeding off your the win against Clinton, I seen that y'all won. Y'all didn't score on offense, right? Y'all scored 2 defensive touchdowns. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I feel like our whole season, our defense is like getting after teams. You know, I feel like defense is a like powerhouse side, and I feel like when we go out there and play on defense, we're like some dogs. We're trying to get after you every single
Right.
snap, and we're
Sure.
playing like we're gonna get after you. And if we score more than offense, then we're winning the game. So that's making us look good.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think our offense not scoring was kind of an issue, but also we look at it from a point where our defense is firing on all cylinders and really getting after people, and if we can keep that and then get our offense to speed right through the playoffs, then it's
I mean, it's a scary sight. You see where defense is scoring 2 touchdowns,
Yeah.
and then you can get the offense clicking with that, and then special teams, you get all 3 of those rolling,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be scary in the playoffs.
I mean, they even win a game just off of defense. Like
Yeah.
saying that y'all getting that thing straight
Sure
turnover.
do.
You know, speaking of your offense, it's kind of like. So you play quarterback or you like the running back? Like kind
It's
of
like both.
right.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
trying to figure it out. Yeah, it's kind of how you like that offense?
I mean, I'm more of a spread guy. I like
Right.
the spread better, but you know, if I'm getting my touches, then and running the ball, being able to create space, then it makes it exciting.
Do you think it's because I coached with Coach Zeller back in I guess 2011, 2012. He was a spread guy back then. So you think it's because he took over like so late in the season, he kind of y'all was pretty much running that, and y'all kind of stuck with it.
Yeah,
That
that's-
situation.
yeah.
Okay.
Is there any goals that you guys set for yourself coming into the season, and then how do you feel about your accomplishments this far in the season?
I mean, with Coach Duggar here, our goal was, you know, be in the spot for that region championship game, and we did like just that. So now it's looking at the bigger picture of how we're going to be in the playoffs and how we're going to come out and win a playoff game
Yes, sir.
and see how it goes from there.
Yes, sir.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we wanted that region championship. Obviously, we didn't get it last week. We fell a little short to Oak Ridge, but now we kind of set our sights further than that, and that wasn't the end goal. The end goal was always a lot further than that.
Okay. What about any individual goals that you guys said that you want to kind of accomplish? Because Coach talked about you being up for Mr. Football. That's big.
Yeah, that's what I really want to get that one, being able to go to the Titan Stadium, get all that, get the experience.
That's
But
awesome.
I want to be able to get more offers, you know, be able to play
Yeah.
at a higher level.
Yes, sir. What about
A
you?
big goal for me coming into the season was like being impactful on both sides of the ball, and I think I've done that pretty much. Because I start on both sides of the ball, so it's
It's awesome.
I wanted to be in there for my team when it mattered the most.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you put? Did you get the nomination for the what's the program everybody been getting?
It's the
East Tennessee versus
East-
Knoxville?
Yeah, the rivalry
Yeah.
showcase. Yeah, I got the invite for
What's
that.
up?
It's a quarterback.
No, I'll be there as a DB.
Okay.
DB? Okay. What's
That's
up?
awesome.
You know, you mentioned, you know, last week was our district championship game, and I don't remember the final, but I know up to halftime, it was y'all was still in
Yeah, it was a
ball
dog
game.
fight. You know,
Yeah.
I would say like we weren't out of that game until like midway through the 4th quarter, and we were still like it was a dog fight. And I think Oak Ridge, they were kind of like it's just Lenore City, we just beat them. They come in, they're like just looking past us, but. I mean, I feel like for the future of any team, you gotta look at Lenore City and be like, it's gonna be a dog fight once you get in there, and
Sure.
we're not to be taken lightly.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they beat up that.
I pretty much agree with what he's saying. I mean, it's we went into that game with the mindset that we can win, and that's how we go into every single game.
Yes, sir.
You know, not worrying about what they can do, but worrying about what we can do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's the thing I like. I like going to the game as underdogs, and then coming out on top. You gotta play with that chip on your shoulder, have a little dog in you, and then you come out on top and surprise a lot of people. That's the best.
Feel
feeling.
better proving everybody wrong as
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
too.
Do you on the next level? I know you talked about playing next level. Would you see yourself being more on the offensive side or more on the defensive side?
I want to be more on the defensive side, but I also want a chance to hop in on offense sometimes or make some plays on both sides.
Yes, sir. I like
You got any
that.
offers so far?
Yeah, I have like 5 little offers, like in a thing, some Missouri ones, but it's just small ones right now. I'm hoping to build up from
Yes,
like
sir.
but-
Yes, sir.
You get the All-Star game, there should be some scouts there. I'm assuming you're going to be there with some of the kids I done seen that's
That's
already
already committed, yeah.
So
For sure.
hopefully you ball out and, get something that you want. I do this with everybody I interview. It's Friday, well, it'll be Thursday this week, but anyway, Friday, school over with. What's your preparation to get ready for that?
I come in, I'm like, put my music on, I'm like locked in, I think getting on the bus, just feeling that window down and just locking in the whole time, and then we get there. And I'm more of like a dancer guy, so I like to dance around the locker room. I mean, I get ready in different ways. Like
Right.
I kind of be like joking around, and then, but whenever I know it's time to lock in, that's when I lock in.
Gotcha. What about you?
Like throughout the day, it's kind of hard for me to focus on game day in school because I'm always looking at that clock. So it's like, once we get in here though, I'm like, it's time to lock in. Put the headphones on, like you said, and really get ready for that game.
Hey, I want to ask you guys about the Loudon and the North City rival. It's a lot. I know, guys. I don't want to kind of bring it up because y'all got beat by 1 point. It was a tough game, but I just wanted to speak on it for our viewers' point of view. I'm a Fulton guy, so my rival is Austin East, and I kind of felt like it wasn't no bigger rival in the state. But I'm sure you guys feel the same way about Loudon. You got the Alcorn Merville rival. So just tell the fans a little bit about how big that rival is and what can we expect in the future. I know you're a senior this year, but what can we kind of expect in the future? Because that game's always a battle of the bridge, correct?
Right.
Yeah. Kind of tell us about that game a little bit.
Yeah, so it's one of the oldest rivalries in East Tennessee. So, and especially now, a lot of those kids that play over there, we've played with for like years, like since
Growing
Little
up
League,
with.
and then they went over there. So it's kind of, you hate each other, but at the same time, you still have some respect for the guys over there. So that's what makes it so competitive. Is all of those people, and you've been playing with them, and now you're playing against them. And when that you can be friendly with them for however long, but then when that game comes, it's time to
It's go time.
throw all that away. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Wartime. You want to talk a little bit about that game?
Yeah, I mean,
I know you wanted to
yeah.
get that game your last year, man, and I know how it is. The rival games, it's a lot of bragging rights, and it means a lot for the city as well. But if you want to talk about it a little bit, you don't got to.
Yeah, I'll talk on it. So that game, I was going in, I was like, man, this is my last one. And then I don't really have many Loudon friends, but like regardless if I do or not, we're not friends that week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna look at you before or after the game. It's gonna take a week or something. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not talking to you. Like if you're like, yeah, what's good, man? No, I don't want none of that. But that game, it actually like, I was playing sick that game. So to be able to go out there and play like Michael Jordan in his flu game, that was big. That was big going out there like that.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes,
I
sir.
remember laying in here before the game, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this or not. And then going out there, the first snap, I was like, my body feels heavy, and I was like, man, I can't really breathe good. And then I got going, getting the adrenaline flowing, and I was like, I'm on a roll now. I got to keep going.
Yes,
And,
sir.
like that's a really mentally and physically draining game. And then it was like the hottest day of the whole year we were playing. So everyone
And you
was
was
just,
sick.
yeah.
That's crazy, man. I applaud you for that right there, man.
What was your record against them in your 4 years?
0-4.
I don't know, man. I thought that.
Nah,
I don't know. I thought that got one last year or the year before for some reason.
Yeah.
But
My son kind of the same way. He play over at Catholic, and we had Macaulay. They the #1 team in the state, man. We had them on
They
the
had 'em on
ropes,
the
man. Had them on the ropes, man, and we let it slip through our fingers. And that was one of his toughest losses, man. He gonna end up. I mean, unless we kind of see him again in the playoffs. As of right now, he 0-4 against them. as well. So it's tough not you know, being able to accomplish everything you want, but you gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep going forward. I got a couple more questions for you guys. It's in the lab, quick questions. We did it back. It's been a while, ain't it, Coach? It's not as many as I wanted to get done, but going forward, I just wanted to kind of incorporate this back into our show with the kids and stuff. So I'm gonna ask you guys a series of questions. Try to be quick, and then I'll move to you next. Okay? You ready?
Ready.
All right. Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Michael Jordan.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
4th of July or Christmas?
Christmas.
Bowling or golf?
Golf.
Pizza or chicken wings?
Pizza.
Nikes or Jordans?
Jordans.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Airplane or cruise ship?
Airplane.
What's your favorite food?
Chicken nuggets.
What's your favorite college team?
Tennessee balls.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You ready?
Sir.
All right. Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Michael Jordan.
PlayStation 5 or Xbox?
PlayStation.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes?
Tom Brady.
Summer or winter?
Winner.
Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
4th of July or Christmas?
Christmas.
Bowling or golf?
Golf.
Pizza or chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
Nikes or Jordans?
Jordan.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Airplane or cruise ship?
Airplane.
Favorite food?
Ohio State.
Favorite college team?
The Ohio State University.
Yes, sir. The Ohio State University.
Well,
And that's
guys,
in the lab quick questions, coach.
Good luck Friday.
Yes, sir.
Y'all good like this playoffs
Yes,
up?
sir.
I mean, already in like that at
Yes,
home.
sir. Good luck in the playoffs, guys. Yes,
And,
sir.
it's in the lab, Coach Rod.
Yes, sir. Coach
So,
O.
look, sweet, we out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what time it is. You just tuned in the lab with Coach Rock and O. East Tennessee High School Sports Podcast. Bringing you all the exclusive interviews with some of the hottest players coming out of high school and the coaches from around the country here.